Hi there, I'm Bree Lachlan and welcome to this week's instalment of the Better You and Me. Now, it was inevitable that I would bring you to the range, but don't press the stop button yet. I'm about to show you why this will be your newfound hobby, alongside shopping, of course. Generally, golf has long been thought of as a game for oldies, but it really is a great way to meet new people or as an alternative to catching up with friends. And speaking of which, there's Shura Taft. How are you?
Great to see you.
Nice shot. Not bad at all.
There's still things that can be worked on.
Now, Shura, would it be fair to say that you have the golf bug?
Yeah, look, it's true. I've been to the doctor. They've diagnosed me with official golf bug, and it's hard to get rid of. In fact, it's almost impossible. But definitely, I'm obsessed. I'm obsessed with the game. I try and play once, twice a week. I'm lucky I've got the time. But it is a game you need to put a lot of time into to get better at, and I guess that's what draws people to it. Is you can see yourself get better pretty quickly if you work at it.
And what do you love so much about the game?
It's a challenge. It's as challenging as any game in the world. I mean, we're talking about putting a ball that big into a hole that big that could be 250 to 450 metres away. So it's a huge challenge. It's yeah, I guess it's a frustrating game, and because it's one of the only things in life for me that makes me go, oh, I hate you, but I love you at the same time. You know what I mean? And so the more you work at it, the better you get, and that's what you can literally see the results in front of your eyes. And it can take one thing to make you want to come back and play again. I mean, I'm talking about nailing a long putt or hitting a drive straight down the middle. It's just one thing can go, oh, I love this game, you know?
Yeah. So what are you working on at the moment for your own swing?
Well, it's been a build over a few years of like getting from the place of where I used to hold the club like a baseball, because I didn't start playing golf till my 20s, and then getting a proper grip.
Yes.
So right now I'm trying to move from what's called a strong grip into a more neutral grip, and that's been pretty hard because changing your grip's probably the biggest thing you can do. Any golfer will tell you that.
Absolutely.
And also swing, because I've got a pretty bad core because I still play football, so I'm quite tight in my body, and so working on how to turn properly and get through the ball and all that sort of stuff. But it's one of those games, to be honest with you, you could work on something for the rest of your life, you know what I mean? Which is good because you can only get better. Yeah,
true. And what I love so much about golf is that you play in a different environment every time you set foot on the course.
I always say this to everyone, is that it's the one sport that is always changing as far as where you go and play. Because if you play basketball, if you play tennis, or you play soccer, you're on the field wherever you are in the world. Whereas with golf, you've got links courses, you've got courses that are, in the jungle, you've got courses that are cut out of the landscape, And so that's what makes it so unique, is some courses have a lot of bunkers, some courses have water. And so it's a challenge every time you step up to the hole. And in fact, every time you play a new course, you stand on the tee going, I wonder where I have to hit this. There's blind corners, and there's also so it's really and we are blessed in Australia having so many good courses. I mean, no matter where you live, in any state in Australia, there are good courses. I mean, Barnboogle's one that's down in Tasmania, and if you haven't been, it is an absolute incredible experience. You're on the tip of Tasmania, 2 courses, world class. So yeah, I think we're very lucky to have courses accessible and affordable.
Well, let's get into it.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
If on the range alone, not unlike going for a run, I put my earphones in and listen to some tunes and work through swing technique from my most recent lesson. If with friends like today, we often play target games and occasionally have a little wager. Most driving ranges offer equipment hire too, and some, like Albert Park, actually offer beginner and ladies clinics, which is a great way to learn in a fun and relaxed environment. Well, do you love it? If you'd like to book a lesson or join one of the clinics, head to albertparkdrivingrange.com.au. And if you'd like to share this idea with friends, hashtag a better you and me. Well, I'll join you next week in the kitchen, but for now, sure, I think it's your shout.
Only if I miss this. My shot.